here we go. My favorite one, mate. And that's for all of you shit turnkey providers there. You can hear this one out. Okay? So, the stigma surrounding turnkey real estate. Wow, did I lose my ass when I first started investing in the US real estate market. I bought in upstate New York. Okay? Bought 3 properties, D-class areas, paid back way more than what they were worth. I got passed on to a crap property management company that nickel and dimed me to death. Tenants moved out, got vandalized, lost over 100 grand in pure cash and at least $200,000+ in opportunity costs based on the actual deals that came my way that I could not buy because I was cash trapped on these bloody things. So absolute nightmare, guys. So I'm going to stress here with you guys the stigma that is surrounding turnkey real estate, and unfortunately it is very true. It is very true. Most days I feel like the Red Cross. Okay, I've got a white shirt and Red Cross on my back. I've got Aussies crying on the phone. I've got Brits crying on the phone. I've got Kiwis crying on the phone. I've got the whole country calling me crying on the phone. Angelo, can you help us? So I'm like, dude, what can I do for you? I mean, yeah, I'll give you $2 grand for the bloody house because it's not worth more than that. I mean, there's nothing we can do about, unfortunately, about these folks. So all turnkeys, devil, that's the stigma. Based on Bigger Pockets, I'm a turnkey provider. Forget about it. You're going to get 25 folks questioning who you are, what you do, the address of your property, where you're buying, how much you paid for it. I mean, you name it, it's going to be game over red road. Okay, so the fact is that turnkey, the stigma surrounding turnkey is that it's the devil. Okay, now why it has such a stigma around it is because a lot of these turnkey providers genuinely do sell you shit properties in shit areas. Okay, they do not put any money into these homes. They do crappy renovations if they do any renovation at all. Okay, and a lot of these properties are located in C and D class areas, if not complete freaking ghetto. Okay, now trust me, I know what the ghetto looks like because I got threatened to get shot 3 times in the ghetto, so I've got a bit of an understanding of what the ghetto is compared to the other asset classes. Okay, now yes, the difference in asset classes is questionable. Everyone has a different perception on the asset classes. Okay, so shit properties, guys, in shit areas. Okay, sold at over market value. Okay, so they're selling you a shit property in a shit area for way more than what it's worth. Okay, for way more than what it's worth. Now, when you start going down the asset classes, you cannot give a clear estimate on what the property's value is, just because there is too much volatility there. Does that make sense? You can find sales in the $2,000 to $5,000 price range, and you can find sales that unsuspecting foreign investors paid $80,000 for. So what is the true and genuine market value there? I can't give you an estimate on it. So if you can't figure out what the true and genuine market value is of a renovated comparable property, don't touch it. What you want to look at is you want to see more consistency in those sales. What I mean by consistency is you want to see $50,000, $60,000, $50,000 to $60,000. Then the odd 20, it's a foreclosure, right? Then 50, 60, 70, 80. But when you start seeing those big gaps, 2 grand to 80 grand, it is most likely ghetto ass shit, okay? So, sold at over market value or more than what they're worth. Shit properties in shit areas, sold at over market value or more than what they're worth, and then this is the cream on top, okay? This is the absolute, the best. I mean, it doesn't get any, sorry, the worst. It doesn't get any worse than this. So they've made the sale, they're focusing on instant gratification, they don't care about you and building a long-term relationship with you. I want your money now, otherwise it's gone tomorrow. Once in a lifetime opportunity. You've heard that story, right? It's going to be gone tomorrow. Ohio's booming, mate. Not really, but you get my drift, okay? Then once they make the sale, okay, then they pass you on to an outsourced property management company. Okay? Do you guys really think that a property management company makes money by collecting the rent and making 10%? You got to be shitting me. There's no money in property management, guys. I know because I've got in-house property management. And we've set it up non-for-profit. We're lucky to break even. Okay, we're in the process of breaking even, and once we start getting more volume in our books. Okay, property management is going to nickel and dime you to death once they pass you on to an outsourced property management company. That outsourced property management company does not care if you succeed or not. They need to make money. They need to eat. If your tenant doesn't pay the rent, eviction notice. File 3 days later. It's all your money that they spend. They have to fix the toilet, they pick up the phone and call you, ask for permission, they call the plumber, $50 gone. Okay? That is what shit turnkey companies do, guys. You can go on Bigger Pockets, there's a ton of them on there. I know every single one of them. I'm not going to mention any name, but I know every single one of them. And not just the companies, I know also the supposed gurus out there too. We've already done our due diligence and we know who's the real deal and who's just talking shit, okay? So the wise man learns from someone else's mistakes, the smart man learns from his own, and the stupid one never learns, okay? Now, you got that? Good? Good so far? Happy? Awesome.